Hi, this is Just Plain Phillip, and this is the afternoon show for Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011. Today's shout-out goes to Gardens and Cabins. They mostly do gardening videos, but they've got a couple of videos out about a problem that he was having with his Jeep and a review of a camp shower they bought. And I think he was mostly unsatisfied with it, but go check it out. He's got a great channel, family friendly. He's only been at it a couple of months, and he's got 24 subscribers, and I think he's got a good channel, so go subscribe to him, check out his videos. Today's news and commentary: FCC finally removes Fairness Doctrine language from the books. You see, Congress abolished the Fairness Doctrine back in 1987, but the federal agencies are out of control, and they do pretty much what they want without much congressional oversight. It's further proof that we are under some form of martial law tyranny. Pentagon and Capitol evacuated as strong earthquakes rattle Washington. Airports were closed, buildings were evacuated in Richmond, D.C. and New York. Cell service was interrupted. FEMA says that you should stay off cell phones when things like this happen because the service carriers cannot handle that kind of traffic. The earthquake was felt from Atlanta to Toronto and even in Chicago. So I hope everybody is okay. I don't think there's been any deaths reported or any major injuries. It was a 5.9 earthquake, so we're just praying everybody's okay. It's wrong to steal, even when the government does it using asset forfeiture. See, asset forfeiture, as far as I know, was started back in the 1980s as part of the war on drugs. You know, it might have been started earlier than that, as part of the prohibition, but I think it really got its start in the 1980s, and it was a process by which the government could take all of the assets of known drug dealers. Of course, since then it's been expanded to quite a few more crimes, and now they're trying to redefine goods as persons. Yeah, go figure that out. I guess if they can define a corporation as a person, I guess they can define some goods as a person. And the problem is, let's say that you've got a safety deposit box at a bank, and if the bank is found to be doing something illegal, they can close the branch down and start seizing assets. And of course, since your stuff is there, they'll just take it. And you've got to fight and prove that you weren't doing anything wrong. So it's really a violation of due process, and it also is a problem of being innocent to proving guilty. And another problem is that snitches get 80% of the loot. So it really gives them an encouragement to really just lie and exaggerate. And you know, there's nothing you can do about it really. You know, who are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're nobody. You're just gonna fight the man. It doesn't usually work. Tea Party group to convene conference at Harvard. You wouldn't think you'd find a bunch of tea parties at Harvard, but they're going to get together and they're going to discuss putting together a constitutional convention. They think it's a great idea that they're going to make some amendment that's going to bring back states' rights, and that things are going to be great and hunky-dory, but I think it's a bad idea. Right after the Civil War, they had a constitutional convention where they passed the 14th Amendment, and it was great. They gave all person citizens rights, but they slipped in some poison words, namely that citizens could not dispute the validity of public debt. and for any reason, including putting down of insurrections, but really for any reason. And so I think it's a bad idea. I think all bets would be off, and I think that the gloves would really come out if we started another constitutional convention. Bad idea, guys. United pilots to use iPads for navigation. I think it's a great idea. They've got 40 pounds worth of manuals that they've been using right now, and they're going to replace that with a little thin iPad. National debt rises by $3 million each minute. And the White House says, let them eat cake, because I'm on vacation. Common sense news. Armed woman climbs through White Castle drive-thru window, steals cash drawer. The employees had to go cower in the office because they were all unarmed. And that's just a bad idea. Somebody there should have had a gun, at least the manager. And I think it's a bad idea, all of these employers disarming their employees. You know, the place where I work, they don't allow guns. And what's to stop somebody from coming in and doing what they want there? It's just a bad idea. I think more guns, always better idea. Texas schools paying cash for truancy tips, trying to turn us all against each other. It's becoming a snitch culture out there. I've had neighbors that snitched on the illegals next door. Of course, they're illegal and they probably should be reported. But it seems like every time that they did something that the guy didn't like, he snitched on them. So just watch out, man. You don't need to turn on your neighbor. We need each other. We need to reach out to each other. We need to be friends. We need to be friendly. We need to know first names. So, rather than snitch, why don't you go talk to your neighbor? News from an alternate universe. 2 men break into funeral home found sleeping in caskets. When asked, the men said that they were just there for a test drive. Cool link. Games without music for children. This book was written in a different era. It was written in 1897, and it was written to help teach children skills and to teach them how to interact with the world around them, how to interact with adults. And I think it's a great book. If you've got kids, go check it out, especially you homeschool parents. Maybe it'll give you some additional ideas, games you can play. And so go check it out. I think it's a great book. Shocking video. Tea Party terrorist training camp in Waco, Texas from Accuracy in Media. It's really a shocking video. All these Tea Party terrorists out there. So go check out the video and be warned. There could be some around you. Cool pick. Bedroom ideas. There's a gallery that I'm linking here down below. Go check it out if you're thinking about doing some remodeling of your bedroom or your children's bedroom. I think some of them look really great. Some are really cool. Today's tip: surfing the web at work can actually make you more productive. And I wonder if my boss would go for this. Maybe I can get him to give me an internet break once every couple of hours. Maybe I'll go take the study in there. We'll go talk to him. And today's joke: a woman called the Canon help desk with a problem with her printer. The tech asked her if she was running it under Windows. The woman then responded, "No, my desk is next to the door." "But that's a good point. The man sitting in the cubicle next to me is under a window and his is working fine." Something's missing in translation, I think. Follow my Twitter feed at twitter.com/plainphillip. That's with 2 L's. Rate this video or make a comment. Subscribe to my channel or just send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. If you've got news that you'd like to hear or a channel that you'd like to suggest for a shout out, just send me a link, a personal message, and I'll see about getting you on the show. Thank you for watching, and God bless.